Okay, so we're gonna take a hike through the jungle, hit up some small beaches along the way, and end up at Playa Las Animas. You'll see the Playa Las Animas is the last flecha at the end, this little arrow. So you'll come in just the main drag of town, and you'll want to cross this bridge here, crossing the river. So Boca de Tomatlán used to be a fishing village. I guess it still is a fishing village. They're called the Boca because it has the it's like the mouth to the river, or the sea, for this river here. So if you're gonna come do the hike, I recommend you wear proper shoes. My legs haven't seen sunshine in a while. I usually wear pants in Guadalajara. But I got the swim shorts on for Vallarta and surrounding areas. So we're in Boca de Tomatlán. And so what you'll do, you'll cross the bridge. You'll have to walk through town, around this side of the town a little bit, for about 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. Then you get up into the jungle. Then from there it's about a 30-minute hike, I believe, if I remember correctly from last time, until Colomitos. And Colomitos is the first beach that we'll get to before Ánimas. Ánimas is the final beach, has some restaurants there. You can also get a water taxi directly to Colomitos and Ánimas. But I think it's nice to take the hike through the jungle. It's pretty cool to see. So when you're walking through town, just be mindful that you're walking through people's town and their houses are right up against the sidewalk. So just be mindful of that. Just pass somebody who is selling some different fruit and snacks for you along the way. We'll go ahead and take a walk through town and go over to the beaches. So there you go, there's your next house in Vallarta area. It's been for sale for a while, for several months. I think they're asking like a few $1,000,000 for it. So, and the house you can kind of see off in the point right there is another really expensive house. And all these houses, all these properties are really expensive, but I guess really not that expensive. I mean, if you have the money, it's not that expensive, but for beach, for ocean view property, or I don't know. I mean, I really don't know the market, but I don't think that a property as big as this and right on the shore in California you could get for $2 million. So it's a bargain. It's a bargain, I say. Just go for it. So that reminds me, go ahead and support these videos at patreon.com so I can afford that house one day. Be very much appreciated, and thank you to my patrons who have already pledged their support. I do appreciate it. So yeah, coming in there's simple houses as well, all sorts of houses, regular houses in town. But then you have these monster properties dotted along the way. And the jungle is a bit dry right now. Coming up on rainy season, just a few months, so it's into the dry season in March. Came just before Semana Santa, but there's still a lot of people. It's kind of the tail end of the tourist season here in Vallarta, so there's still a lot of people. But then they'll get that final bump of visitors, mostly national visitors from Mexico coming over to Puerto Vallarta during Holy Week, Easter. And then the spring break crowd through March. And then in the summer it dies off a little bit. And I was here actually during the summer, last summer, seeing if I wanted to live here. And I can tell you, at least for me, it's hot. So I can understand why that tourism dies off during the summer. And also another reason why there are a lot of full-time residents here that live here year-round, foreigners that live here year-round. And then a lot of people, again foreigners, that live here just 6 months out of the year and then go back to Canada or the Pacific Northwest. Or not too many people from Florida. There are a few, I guess. But they'll just live here 6 months a year, snowbirds, come down and enjoy the weather while the weather's nice here, then go back and enjoy the weather while the weather's nice where they're from. Across this bridge here, looks a little, it's doable though. So it is kind of a arduous hike. But I just passed some people who looked like snowbirds, with some retired people, some older people, and they were doing it. They had their hiking sticks out. It does have lots of hills, lots of ups and downs. And again, because of the hills, I get my workout without having to go to the gym. It looks like here we're at like another monster property. Look at these places. Wow, those aren't cheap. Walled off. You know, if the wall's taller than you are, you probably can't afford it, or at least I can't. So go to patreon.com /Colibri travel. Help support these videos and my future home in Boca de Tomatlán. But no, I really do appreciate the support from those who have supported so far. It really helps make these videos possible and helps make them sustainable. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Miguel. Really appreciate it. All right, let's keep walking. Look like we have a mirador up there. A little overlook. See if we can get some views. Has the two Colomitos sign painted there. Beautiful area. You can see why people choose to buy houses here and move here and come from all over the world to Puerto Vallarta, to Boca de Tomatlán. So Boca de Tomatlán is just about 35-40 minutes from Puerto Vallarta. I drove down. You can get a bus down, or you could also get a Uber down. But once you come into town, you want to come down the main drag.
We have one bay.
And then you'll go off to the right. To follow this trail that we're doing right now, you'll come down the main drag, and you'll go off to the right, and you'll see a bridge there. It's just past a parking area, block past the parking area. Turn off to the right, cross a bridge, and then you'll follow along this path right here. First, ooh, if I don't kill myself. First, it runs along in the center of town, or not in the center of town. I don't know really if there is a center of town in Boca de Tomatlán, such a small city. But runs just along the path of town. And then starting about now is when we begin to subir. We'll start to go up and get out of the residential part, and then go back into the jungle. Hola. And so from here, it's about a 20 or 30 minute hike over to Colomitos. And then I think from Colomitos over to Ánimas is about another 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah, you want to bring water between Boca and... Ooh, I'm out of breath already. Between Boca and Ánimas, there aren't any vendors. It's one of the things that makes the beach so nice, because there's nobody really trying to sell you a lot of stuff. It's just a real nice, relaxed beach, which you'll see in a few minutes. But once you get to Ánimas is where you can get some water. But yeah, definitely bring some water, bring some sunscreen. I got the backpack on. And wear comfortable shoes. Don't try to do this in chanclas. Wear some good shoes, because it's a hike. All right, well, let's keep going. And we'll be at Colomitos in just a few minutes. So in keeping with the developing theme of the channel, which is to go places that other foreigners don't or won't go, I decided to come to Colomitos. And I'm not really that much of a beach person myself. I like the cities a lot more, and to explore the cities and do all that. But I don't know, I can do the beach for a few minutes. That's usually about it. After a few minutes laying around, getting in the ocean once or twice, I'm about done. But we are in Puerto Vallarta, so when in Puerto Vallarta, do as the patas saladas do. That's patas saladas, fun fact. Salty feet, use the word pata for like animal leg, or but it's kind of like a funny term, interesting term that they'll use for people from Puerto Vallarta. I've also heard it's been used for other people, or for people that are from other beach cities on the coast. For the patas saladas is what someone from Puerto Vallarta is called. But anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But yeah, I'm not much of a beach person, but we are in Puerto Vallarta, so I thought I'd come to the beach, make a video of the beach. And if I'm going to make a video of the beach, in keeping with the theme of the channel, I'm not going to be going to Los Muertos or the Blue Chairs or any of the popular beaches. I'll be going off the beaten path. So this path is a little beaten, but not nearly as much as the Malecon. And that's fine, that's great. All those vloggers and videos and information that's out there, and I definitely say that, you know, I definitely recommend that if you come to Vallarta, that you do those activities. But where I like to focus my channel and my resources and my efforts and my attention, really, is what I like to do. So I like to get off the beaten path and explore places that a lot of people don't go to. And so Colomitos, there are going to be foreigners there, obviously. There are going to be people there. There are going to be people at the beach, but nothing like the beaches in Puerto Vallarta. And so I just really like coming to these off the beaten path places, and it's a beautiful beach. It really is. I'd much rather come to a beach and lie on a beach. Even though I'm not much of a beach person, I'd much rather come to a beach like Colomitos than Los Muertos. Although I have gone to Los Muertos, and I do like to come to Colomitos. So I'm hoping we see an iguana, or lots of iguanas back in the jungle here. If not, I might make a video about taking you to an area where you're almost sure to find iguanas in Puerto Vallarta. It's back by the Rio Quale, and there are a lot of iguanas hanging out. So I might incorporate that into a video, and I might do a video of kind of like the romantic zone, the center, just kind of like a montage of getting a little winded, excuse me. Do like kind of like a little montage of places that I've enjoyed in Puerto Vallarta, and that I hope you enjoy too. So probably about 20 or so minutes from Colomitos. About killed myself there. These two young ladies were gonna have to come rescue me. Falling down the side of the mountain. All right, let's keep going. Seguimos. All right, so there it is, Colomitos. Let's go see how many people are at this virgin beach I've been telling you about. All right, here we are at Colomitos. What do you think? Pretty nice. We got some people around, but yeah, a lot more calm than some of the other beaches. So first things first, I'm gonna get down off this rock. Now I'm gonna go jump in the water. Alright, so you got your coconuts. You can get your coconuts here. And I've seen that guy there before, sell beer and whatnot. And these I haven't seen before. I'm sure they have them all the time. I've just been a couple times here. Let's go see what they have. They got ceviche, tostitos, lots of different stuff. You get your drinks, and I think he's saying that they had beer. It looks like they've got some rain recently, because they got the river. Ooh, it's kind of cold. River coming down. Let's go. Looks like they have a little waterfall back up there. That's nice. Have a nice little natural place you can wash your feet before putting your shoes back on, which I'm gonna do. I left my backpack over with these people. And now it's time to test the waterproofness of this camera. And if you are watching this video, then it means that it was a success. It was waterproof. The GoPro does work. I am gonna check this just aside though. We'll see how waterproof the camera is. Whew, kind of chilly. here we go. Looks like it's still working, still blinking. It's beautiful. Alright. Now I can't touch the bottom. Alright, well, let me get back to the beach and see you guys along the route. Seguimos. Alright, let's keep going to Playa Ánimas. So keep walking along, you just come off to the left here, come up these little stairs, and the trail continues. Most of the rest of the trail will be along the coast, right along the beach. It'll be kind of a little rockier if I remember right. But we'll hit a few beaches before we get to Ánimas. And then we'll arrive at Ánimas. So Colomitos was really nice. A good amount of people, a few dozen people. Had some vendors there selling stuff. If you wanted a snack. He asked me for change. Nobody ever has change. I didn't buy anything. I wasn't trying to buy anything. He just asked me if I had change for 50. I tried to help out, but I did not have the change for 50. Alright, let's keep walking and get over to Ánimas. Vamos. So just about a 10 or 15 minute walk from Colomitos, you come to an even more deserted beach. This isn't Ánimas. Ánimas is still a little ways down the coast. We have a nice little beach here. Have fewer people. If you're looking for an isolated beach, deserted beach, and the water taxis, it looks like right here. Yeah, right there is a water taxi. It'll pull up right to the shore, you jump on, jump off. A beautiful beach. Let's continue our walk along the coast down to Ánimas. So look at this. So here it is if you want. It's a completely private beach to yourself. We're just off the path here. So you might have passers-by, might have somebody come join you. But a beautiful little beach you can have all to yourself. Got some rocks, so be careful while you're swimming. But a beautiful beach, deserted beach, just for you. Alright, about 45 minutes later, after our hike through the jungle along the coast, we're in Ánimas, Playa Las Animas. Here it's a lot more developed than Colomitos. You could put a birdhouse in Colomitos and that would be the development of Colomitos. But here they got all the restaurants, music, got the chairs you can sit out on the beach, have something for lunch. I'm going to have something for lunch. Then I'm going to get into the water taxi, take it back to Boca de Tomatlán. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's going to be it for today. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. And hit the like button. So, more videos to come. See you guys soon. Adios.